Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem. Problem is shift 2D grid. So in this problem we are given a 2D grid of size m cross n and integer k. You need to shift the grid k times. Okay, in one shift operation, element at this position will go to same row next column, right? And element at this here will move to this. So we will understood this with an example, like how basically what they are saying. So after k operations, like we have to shift k times the matrix, whatever grid is given to us, we have to shift it k times, and then we have to return the 2D grid which is formed finally. Okay, after the shifting like k times, whatever final matrix is, that we need to return. Okay, so let's understand this with an example. Basically, let's take this example. So here, let's say k is 2, right? We have to shift 2 times. So what does shifting means? Let's say I have this position, this one. Okay, I have this position, or for easy, let me take this position. So I have this position, right? So this is 1 comma, this grid 1 1, right? I have this position. So when I say I have to shift it, shifting 1 times means that shifting this position, like row will be same, but column will increase 1 plus 1 by 1. So column will become 2. So now this 4 will be at row 1 and column 2. Okay, so here, sorry, this was 0, right? 0th column, so here it will be 1. Okay, so that means this 4, when we shift it, it will come here, right? Similarly, for example, let's say again I have to shift this 4. So now when again I have to shift it, its current position is 1 comma 1. Grid 1 comma 1 is its position. Then I have to shift it again. So because I have to shift 2 times, right? So what it will be its final position? Grid, same row, but the column will increase by 1. So now it will come from this here to here, right? So basically when I say I have to shift it, meaning I have to move it that many columns ahead. So this here, earlier it was here, now it will come here, then it will go here. So 2 times I have to shift. Okay, so basically when we say we have to shift, right, meaning we have to just increase its column. So you might be thinking that what will happen if, let's say, the element is this one, right? So let's say the element which we are talking about is this, or let's say this one. When we shift it, right, like currently position is grid of, its current position is grid 1 comma 1, right? So when we have to shift it, its position will become grid 1 and this column will increase by 1, so 2. That is, it will come here. Okay, now again let's say I have to shift it. So now this 5 will not go here, this 5 will come here, meaning it will go to the next row, right? But see here, column is 2, right? So 2 plus 1 will be 3. 3 is no, there is no column 3, right? So we will modulus it with the total columns. So total columns is 3, right? And 0, and it will go to the 0th column, but it will not go in the same row, it will go to the next row, right? It will go to the next row, that is I plus 1. Okay, so this is how, like, we have to shift it. And so basically if we have to shift this position, like this will go to the next row, first column, right? Similarly this one 3 will go to the next row, this position. Okay, so I hope you understood how we have to shift it. Now let's see how we can approach it. So see, let's take here, this array is given to us 1 2 3, 2D array, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so let me do indexing 0 1 2 0 1 2. So guys, see, what we have to do, basically shifting here means that just move one column ahead, right? So suppose, let's say if this was a 1D array, 1, 2, 3. This was a 1D array. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I say I have to shift, this 4 two times. So it's very easy, right? I will take this index, I will shift it 2 times and 4 will come here. Very simple. Just that this is also same thing, right? We have to shift this grid, and this 1D array we are shifting it like this. For example, if I say here this 3, right? If I have to shift it, it will come here. So this 3 I have to shift it by 1 position. So it will come here in place of 4. Which is correct, right? 4. It should come in place of 4, which is here also. So it should come in place of 4. So it's this shifting, right, in the grid. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to shifting in the 1D array. 1D array, right? This 1D array, when we have to shift it, it's same. So what if we convert, basically, first of all, we convert it into something like this 1D array. We shift it and then we update it in the grid. Okay, so see, let's see one with the example. With an example, let's see that. So let me just remove this. Okay, so what I will be doing here is let us take one thing. Let's take this 5. Okay, let's take this 5. So for now I am writing this array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the elements, right? And the indexes will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's say I have to shift this position. I am at grid 1, 1, right? That is 5, this position, and I have to shift it. I have to shift it by, let's say, 2 times. 2 times I have to shift. So how I will do it? I will find out corresponding to this 1, 1, right? Corresponding to this position, what will be the index here in the 1D array? Okay, what will be the index in the 1D array? So how I can find that? See, this 4, we are shifting this 5, right? So this 5 is at here, right? This place. Basically, its index is 4. So how I can find that this index in the 1D array? Index in 1D array, how we can find? We can find it using this. The current row, whatever the current row is, multiplied number of columns, total number of columns. So let's take that as n, right? So total number of columns which we have is n, plus the current column, whatever the current column is. So this will give us the index in the 1D array. See how? Current row is 1 multiplied by total number of columns are 3. 3 columns are there. Plus current column is what? 1. So 3 into 1 plus 1, 4. So index in 1D array for this position 1, 1 will be 4 index. That is this index. Okay. I hope you got it. So see how this formula is working. See, basically these are mapped, right? So here this 1 is coming here, then this 2 is coming here, this 3 is coming here, then this 4 will be coming here. Okay, so this 5. So this total number of whatever the rows are, so that many positions will be there, plus it will go what is the number of columns, that much ahead. Okay, so let's say now we know that this is the position of this element. This is the index in the 1D array. So now I have to shift it. So 4 plus, how many times I have to shift? 2 times. That is the new position will be 6. That is here. So ideally now at place of this 7, 5 should come. This 5. Right. So now the new position is 6. New index is 6. 6 is the new index. So now we got the new index, but now how we will convert this index back to the position in the grid? How we will do that? That's very simple, right? Whenever we have to convert, right, whenever we have these kind of indexes, see, this concept is used in many questions, so just remember this, that whenever we have index, right, in a 1D array, and we have to map it to row number and column number. So how that is done? 6 divided by total number of columns, this will give us the row number. So 6 divided by total number of columns are 3, that is 2. So this will be the row number, and column number will be 6 modulus n, that is 6 modulus 3, which will be 0. That is remainder, right? So 2 is the row number, 0 is the column number. So 2 comma 0, here this 5 will come after shifting 2 times. So see, first when it shifts 1 time, it will go here, and then after shifting again, it will come here. So this is working fine, right? So, but here we will not change in this current matrix. This is grid which is given in the problem. We will not shift it here. We will be taking another new matrix, right, of same size, and therein we will be shifting. We will be placing this 5 at position this 5, because this is a new position for 5. 2 comma 0. Right, similarly we can do for this same thing, we can do it for this index also, this also element, this also. So basically what we are doing, we have currently row and column number from this grid. We convert it into index in 1D array. Right, we add k in it because we have to shift it k times to the next position, and then we convert those back, this index back to the row and column, which is the new row and column, and then we update in the this matrix. Let's say this is temp matrix. So this is our output 2D array. So I hope you understood the approach. Let's see the code once. Just dry run the code once, it will be more clear. See what we are doing. These are the number of rows, and these are the number of columns. Then we have created this temp matrix, which is exactly of same size as this grid, and then we are going to each element in the matrix, right? We are finding out the this is the this is the index after shifting. So this is the index in the 1D array plus k we are doing to shift it. Okay, to shift it. And why we are doing modulus m cross n? Because the total, see, it might be out of bound, right? The index, this new updated value, right? This might go out of bound. So we need to do it m cross n. M cross n will be the total number of elements in the 1D array. 9 elements. Okay. Then what we are doing, we are finding the new coordinates from this value, this index in the 1D array. And then we are shifting that values, the current element, to the new values, new coordinates, new r and new c in the temp. So these are what we are doing here. So see, time complexity for this will be m cross n. It's evident, right? We are have nested 2 loops. So m cross n will be the time complexity, and space complexity will be, see, we are making this temp vector, right? So basically this is output array. Its space complexity will not be counted, but if you still count it, so it will be m cross n matrix space. But if this is the output array, so if it's not counted, then it will be constant space. So I hope you understood the problem and the approach. Let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. If you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.